Originally released for the Nintendo Wii back in 2007, No More Heroes is an action-adventure hack-and-slash title from the insane mind of Suda51. The game follows protagonist Travis Touchdown, a fan of video games and anime who happens to win a beam katana in an auction, from which he inadvertently becomes involved in the United Assassins assassination, persuaded to kill assassins higher in rank to prevent other assassins from targeting him.
I know a lot of gamers out there don't have much patience. At least that's what Bishop, the dude at the video store, said. So I'm at the register, then I realized I got no money. I was seriously broke. Why? Because I met this smoking hot chick last night at the deathmatch bar. Man, she smelled good. So being the gentleman I am, I bought her a drink. Anywho, I decided to get a job. The gig? Assassinate the drifter. So I went where I was supposed to and waited for the guy to show up. And there he was, this cat, well-dressed, cool, couldn't tell if he was the shit or just plain old shit. Yeah, so he's styling, fast, aggressive, and packing heat. Bada bing. Or at least it was supposed to be. Till she showed up. Her name? Sylvia Crystal, an agent with this whatchamacallit association.
It's a comical tale that doesn't take itself too seriously, and you shouldn't either. It's typical Suda51 over-the-top goodness, and I love it. The gameplay around this twisted tale consists of two primary aspects: combat and minigames. The combat being the highlight of the experience, consisting of simple hack-and-slash mechanics. It has your standard heavy light attacks, melee, block, dodge roll, and grappling moves. As you play, you'll unlock more additions to your arsenal while finding new and interesting ways to dispose of foes. When you're not slashing thugs and assassins into infinite pieces, you'll find yourself driving around a mostly uninspired open world completing minigames for cash. Your vehicle of choice? This monstrosity of epic proportion. Again, typical Suda. It handles just like what you'd assume the Batmobile from a Michael Bay film would. Stiff turning, insane speed, gravity-defying jumps accompanied with breakneck turns. The more you drive, the more it becomes apparent that this world is mostly empty, and the drive-in serves only as padding. It extends what could have been a shorter experience simply to extend it. Inevitably, what seemed to be epic over-the-top charm fades to mindless, uninspired tedium, and that's never good. Oh, and you'll need to participate in all of it to pay for access to your next target. Thus, we have a roller coaster of a gameplay loop. The highs being the boss battles, while the lows consist of the tasks that get you there. From cutting grass to picking up coconuts, you'll find yourself well occupied throughout this 12 or so hour experience. Keeping in mind that all of that time will be uneven, with the majority of it being of the disappointing variety. That being said, boss battles like the one against Shinobu make the struggle worth it if you can persist towards them. They each have their own style, skill, and combat patterns to learn. If you choose to play on an easier difficulty like I did, you'll find them to be a light undertaking. However, I think it's much more rewarding to play the game on a tougher difficulty. Doing so encourages the player to be much more tactical in a way that improves the experience significantly. It forces smart play filled with blocks, parries, and well-timed combos. If you're going to spend most of your time with tedium, then you owe yourself the challenge these feature battles present.
People like us think alike, don't we?
Shall we?
Huh? You will pay with your life! At last I have my chance. I will now avenge my father!
Something tells me you watch too many samurai movies, little girl.
Sonic sword!
Holy... What the hell was that?
More so than anything, it should be noted that this game is like a symbol of its generation. It's a dated experience that doesn't hold up to the advancement of time, but offers an interesting diversion in a world full of paper-cut, copy-and-paste game design. It's unique, and it looks the part too. For some reason, the devs chose not to port the original HD remaster No More Heroes, Heroes Paradise, which was released for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. Possibly it was too buggy an undertaking, or maybe there are other underlying factors. Instead, they've made a simple upscaling of the Wii version, which unfortunately has not aged well. Seeing the lower textured cel-shaded style on a 1080p screen is almost agonizing to look at. In handheld mode, it fares much better on the Switch's 720p screen, albeit with a significant trade-off in performance. I'm not sure why that is, because the Switch is a much more powerful system than the Wii, and the game isn't very demanding either. It should also be noted that despite the game retaining the motion controls from the original, they're not worth your time. In my test, waggling around the Joy-Cons did more to hurt my wrist than move the beam katana. It's a gimmick you don't need. Stick to the gamepad for the best experience with this title. Similarly, it makes very little difference to interact with any of the aspects of Travis's life outside of assassinations. Though you may be able to play with his kitten, customize his look, or perform other activities, they don't have much of an impact on the overall play of the game. Most of all, you'd be wasting money, and worse than that, time, by purchasing anything other than upgrades for your weapon or hitting the gym.
The association's party tonight. Big shots from across the nation will be there. This is serious business. So serious that I'm going to spray perfume on every square inch of my body.
Yeah, whatever.
Right. Your next opponent. Head for the school.
To the school? And then what?
Just go. You'll know what I'm talking about, I think.
What do you mean you think? You know, you really suck at your job.
Life is more important than some job. That is why I am busy shopping right now. You, on the other hand, are busy killing people, because that is all you ever do. What? Am I wrong?
Well, I guess not.
All right then.
So, with all that to say so far about this game, here's my final verdict. I used to consider No More Heroes to be one of my favorite games of all time. My memory of it a collection of its greatest moments. Highlights like the creative adrenaline pumping opening, motion controlled madness, and the crazy characters are what I remembered most prior to this review. Somehow I forgot about the tedium, difficulty, and visuals. Nostalgia is a hell of a thing after all. It's much more than mere reminiscing, it's a feeling. Nostalgia is that warm, fuzzy emotion that you feel when thinking about fond memories of the past. If you don't have such fond memories of No More Heroes, then this is just an average game that should only be picked up on sale.
Another victory, Travis. You are now ranked 8th.
You gonna kill her?
Probably not. She's still young. But I still have to follow the association's rules of conduct.
Then let her live.
Are we suddenly in love, Travis?
Hell no.
Then why take the risk of her coming back for revenge? In this business, there's no such thing as mercy.
Kill when you can kill. That's bullshit. All I want to do is fight someone better than me.
The rest of us have got some assassinations to be doing for the wife who desires tribute. Reviews like this one are created thanks in part to the support of spectacular viewers like yourself. To make sure you don't miss out on anything we do, like, subscribe and hit the bell icon. If you wish to support us even further, you can subscribe to our other channels, the podcast That Beautiful Life, use our Amazon affiliate links, or donate to our Patreon. Links to all are in the description below. And I'll see you guys in the next one.